It's your boy Tony Swedberg, and today we're going to be talking about sales, fear of rejection. So, looking up the biggest problems online, I find out that you guys are really scared about getting rejected. Maybe your confidence is low. You're just worried about getting denied, right? So, I don't have that problem. I'm going to go over some reasons why I don't have that problem, and I think these are going to help you. So, if you want to be more confident, make sure to watch until the end. So, the first thing I want to go over is I thought about this video because just the other day I was moving and my wife she was worried about like moving the bed and moving this and that and like all this stuff, and I wasn't really too worried about it, and I realized that played a lot into my sales. Like I don't worry about stuff, like I just work, right? Like when you're actually doing it, it's much easier. You'll figure it out. That's what your brain does. It figures stuff out, right? It's a problem solver, right? So don't sometimes it looks like it's a big, big huge lake, but then you step in it and guess what? It's just a little puddle, that's spread out, So that's where anxiety comes from, is stressing the future. All you got to do is worry about doing your best every single day and just working hard. If something comes up, let's say you have two customers come at once. Well, make the right decision, pick the one who's most likely to buy, and the other one, give it to a friend who might throw you some commission if the deal actually does close. So you can't get stressed in situations. You have to stay extremely calm, right? So that's going to help you out, is just know how to operate and manage your feelings. You can't think about like all the stuff in front of you or what it's going to take or if you can do it or any of that. Just work, right? Try to set up your day right, but people are just gonna, I have people just come in randomly when I'm with an appointment, and I just got to tell them to wait. Hey, I really want to work with you. Is that okay if you grab lunch and come back in 30 minutes? Or do you mind waiting a little bit in the coffee lounge? Whatever. So that's very important. Another thing is knowing your product, right? Knowing your product is super important. When you have certainty in every single aspect of your job, so knowing your product, what it does, just try to learn. When somebody's talking about your product at work who might have been there a little longer than you, I sit there and I listen and I ask questions and I want to learn, because this is just going to add to my knowledge and my skill set. So you're going to be more confident in your job if you do that. Also, just when you lose a sale, ask yourself why you lost that sale. Really figure it out after the people leave. If you lost a sale, make sure to find out why they didn't buy. Maybe they're uncertain about your product and they wanted to keep shopping. Well, figure out what you could have said to let them know why you picked that product and what makes it so much different than the other ones out there. And that's a way, telling somebody why you picked that product is a great way to close them on the product, just by telling a story about why you picked it. Another thing, I think the gym is super important. Stay fit, keep yourself trim. I look rugged right now. My barber couldn't cut my hair yesterday, so I'm going tonight. Embarrassed to even make this video, right? So anyway, stay fresh, dress to impress. It's going to help with your confidence and everything like that. And learn to really care about people. I think the number one thing that people do is they're so caught up in trying to get the sale, or they're so worried about selling because they need to, or they got bills or this or that. Stop worrying about selling. Start worrying about listening and caring for the customer, and really put in an effort in understanding and listening to them. And you're going to understand when you just give them the highest amount of customer service and not focus on the sale. Once you go and ask them and all their questions are answered, once all that's done, you're going to get that feeling of, hey, I gave them a great experience. And at that time, you have to ask them, hey, if I get this in your budget, you guys would take this one, right? And you're going to have to ask for their business. That's how you're gonna sell people, is by giving the highest customer service, listening to them, understanding them, and taking them from uncertain about your product over to certain. So it's really about mastering your craft. You can get very confident in your job and not be confident in other areas. So whatever you work at, whatever you get good at, you're going to be confident at, right? So there's a lot of things I'm not confident at, but since I work at being a good salesman and constantly training myself, it really helps me become more confident. And just, I think, going back to not stressing the future, right? Just going into work, doing what's necessary, you know, making your calls for, like this guy just flipped over his sand in the office next to me, which means he's going to make calls for the next hour. Once that sand, you know, the ball up here and all the sand goes down, well, once that's done, he's done making calls. So do the things necessary to that will lead you to a sale. Make sure to do your follow-ups. Just the other day, I sold three cars at Mercedes, and I remember some days I used to even sell 5 cars. And how I did it is just by giving people an extremely good customer service over the weekend. And the couple people that didn't buy came on Monday and they purchased, right? So it was great. You know, on a Monday, which was 2 days ago, I got 3 sales on a Monday when the store, my whole store with over 20 salespeople, didn't even hit 10 sales. So I got more than 30% of the sales from the store, just one guy. And all it was is just great customer service, all their questions answered, leaving them very certain about the product, and just reassuring them in every single aspect. So just work on yourself, and guys, make sure to share this video. That's going to help somebody become more confident. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned. Every Tuesday and Friday I will be doing a video on this channel. Thank you guys for subscribing,